was the innovator when it came to air frying. What is air frying? It's frying with air instead of oil. So you can literally fry with 0 oil if you want to, 0. And you're gonna get crispy, beautiful French fries or onion rings or meatballs. The way that I fix my meatballs now, I save so many calories, so much fat and calories, it's incredible. And this is that new sleek design that's available. Best price ever and only for this day. You may want to pre-order that one. And our today's special is going to be coming up a few minutes away. This thing in perfect timing as we get ready for the grill season. Don't bother with the bugs, the sweat, and the tears. You can cook indoors. You can grill beautifully indoors. This is going to use infrared technology. Look at the size of, look at the capacity of that grill. But the beautiful part is the fact that this is 80% less smoke than other traditional indoor grills. So it's virtually smokeless, and that's the nice part about it, aside from the fact that you can cook beautifully. But once you cook all those ribs and the corn and the baked beans and everything else, well, you're gonna have some leftovers. I hope it's one of my favorite things. Well, we have Clip Fresh now. It's going to, for the first time, this is an exclusive configuration here, brand new today, as a matter of fact, that's going to help you to save everything. And this design is so simple and easy to use. I think you're gonna love it. $39.95. It's a massive configuration. I'm gonna show that in just a second. But you're getting what? 34 pieces.
34 pieces, that's 17 bases and 17 lids.
17 containers.
And I want to show you that it's leak proof, totally leak proof. I always get grief here at HSN because we're allowed to use backstage phones, you know, like cell phones. And everybody's like, why don't you use one of the dummy phones? Because it wouldn't be as impactful, in my opinion. This is my phone, that's my kid, isn't he cute? And I'm gonna turn it around and just show you that I'm gonna go ahead and hit start on the actual timer. By the way, this phone's about 3 weeks old. It cost me $9.99.
Okay.
You know what kind of phone that is. They're not cheap.
Kelly's all about the drama.
Yes,
building the drama.
That's right, building the drama. So you're right. So how did you know? My family tells me that all the time. I'm gonna go ahead and place it on the inside of our largest container. There's some weights in there to weigh it down. I'll show you why here very shortly. Clip Fresh is easy to clip. Did you see how easy that was?
Yeah.
Now, when I hear that clip, I know this is airtight, watertight, leak proof, right? So I'm actually gonna dunk this underwater for the duration of the show. The weights are in there just so that it stays completely underwater, but you can see totally underwater. And then they're gonna show that not one little drip, not one little drop. Now, do you have food storage that you would do that with? Most people don't, right?
And a $9.99 phone?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Probably not. I'm so confident in Clip Fresh being airtight, watertight, leak proof that I'm willing to do that with my personal phone because I've never seen it fail. It is totally leak proof. This is the biggest deal when it comes to food storage because air and water is what degrades our food, whether it's moisture, air particles, mold, whatever kind of molecules get in there, they make it moldy, they make it gross, they make it so that we literally have to throw our hard-earned cash in the garbage, whether it's strawberries, whether it's your leftovers from a restaurant, whether it's your leftovers from dinner the night before. I can count on one hand how many of food storage I would do it with, and it's all Clip Fresh. It's all of our different configurations. This is the largest one we've ever offered. We have a patented system that opens and closes easily, and I'm gonna talk more about our lid here in a minute, but look at how easy. Now, most of the time when somebody says airtight, watertight, leak-proof, blah, 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 you can't get it open. You're getting a tool out of the garage to open it, right? You can see how easy I'm opening and closing, right? Very easy, and then when I flip it over, you can see that silicone gasket, that silicone liner, that's what keeps your food fresh, right? But it's easy to open and close. Now you might also be thinking, yeah, well, how long are those little tabs gonna last? Are they gonna break off when I put them in the dishwasher? Or each time I open it, is it gonna start weakening the actual tabs? This is so cool. We just got this machine. This was third-party tested, not HSN, not Clip Fresh, third-party independent testing. They made the machine, and it's opening and closing our tabs over and over and over. You can see it's actually keeping track. We've had it, you know, going for hours of how many times it's opening and closing our tabs. You can see there's no wear, there's no tear, and the reason is the way that we create the lid itself. The tabs are double injected, which means we make the lid on a machine machine, and then we reinsert the lid, and it makes the tabs. So it's all one piece. The tabs are not glued on, they're not in a lock hinge on, it's all a single piece. You're never gonna lose your tabs, I guess is my point, right? There's my drama again, showing you that.
Or get the leak, because
you're not gonna get the leak.
Where the leak comes in.
Because that's that pressure point, right?
That's the weak spot.
Opening and closing over and over. It's gonna be the most sophisticated, high quality food storage that you own, and it will end up saving you money because the food will stay preserved in your refrigerator or your freezer for a longer period of time. You're not going to be throwing it away.
We need to show you the shapes.
Yes.
All right.
We did a size from 1 cup all the way to 17 cups and everything in between. We've got 2 cups, we've got 5 cups.
Skinny, big round.
Thank you.
I'm going to walk over here.
Yes,
so you
please.
Yeah. Here we go.
I mean, you name it and you've got the size, you've got the shape, we have round, we have square. This is my favorite, and I know Alice is gonna go over all the different colors. I love the vertical storage. Look at the vertical storage for celery. It never occurred to me that there was something that could keep my celery without me having to cut it first. You can see there's water in the bottom of that celery. That's not gonna spill. If I wanted to keep it on its side in the refrigerator, not gonna leak all over your refrigerator. It really is the highest quality food storage I've ever had the pleasure of laying my hands on. You're really gonna love it, and we're offering it in all those beautiful colors, Alice.
And look at the configuration. You're getting all of this. Getting all of this. I mean, look at the containers. I love that they give you the little baby ones, because you know, mostly, in my house anyway, when there's just 2 of us, I have a little bit left over, but I don't have a bit, everything I have is like big storage. Look at these beautiful ones. These are gonna work great in your lunch boxes too. You go try and buy a lunch box, and how much do they charge you for these little bitty things? It's obscene. So you're gonna get the little ones, you're gonna get a little bit larger, you get a little bit deeper, you get a little bit flatter and a little bit wider. Look at all the different sizes that you're going to get. Something for everything. And then we start going big and tall. Love that they do this. Again, this is gonna take up less space in your refrigerator because of that height. Or if you put it in your, I use these in my pantry because I had a problem with those little brown bugs. You know what I'm talking about, right?
The pantry bugs.
Oh, those things are a nightmare.
They're disgusting.
That's why you need these. You need these even to store all of your dry goods. Put them in here. Look how big, and it gets even bigger. You're gonna get 17 storage containers, okay? 17 of these, and then you get 3 color choices. You have the teal that you see right in front of me. This is the lime green, and then we have a really pretty kind of a tomato red as well. $39.95, 4 flex payments on it. You know what your storage looks like. You know it's not working for you. Replace it all. You do it today, a flex payment, $9.99. I mean, Callie, when it comes to really just wiping out every single piece of awful, blistered, stained storage that you have.
Throw it, recycle it, donate it, give it to your kids,
because, I mean,
lose it.
You're looking at, for each piece, just like, not even $1 each.
No, I mean, it's crazy.
Under $1 each.
They store nicely too. So if you're thinking, well, you have the storage for it, anything that's smaller than the next will nest inside of the piece, you know, before it. This is our 17 cup. Obviously, this is our 2 cup on the inside. Chips and dip for a party. But anything that's smaller than the next will nest inside it. I know I keep doing this, but it's like, how much food storage do you own that you would be able to do this with? Very few brands that I've ever seen that you would just take some stew, some leftover stew or chili or salsa or whatever it is, and just tip it upside down and give it a good shake. You could throw that as your leftovers in your handbag, ladies, you know, your expensive purse, your briefcase, kids' backpacks for school. We do have to go look at my phone too, because I did mention that it was leak-proof, airtight, watertight.
Right.
You can actually see the clock. What does that say? It says 6 minutes, 36 seconds. We've been on air. It's been completely dunked underwater, which means even water molecules are teeny tiny. If they can't get in, guess what else can't get in? Pantry bugs, air particles that are degrading and creating mold and causing all kinds of trauma. This is also cool. It's our machine that opens and closes the tabs to show you, and it's counts
like
each
a wing
one.
machine.
It's like a wing machine. It's counting them. And it's showing you that these tabs aren't going to break. I mean, this is third-party testing that is quite expensive, I'll be very honest with you, that Clip Fresh paid an independent person to say, okay, these aren't going to break, these aren't going to fail, this is not going to leak. It really is that sophisticated. And all of them are easy. You know, if you have arthritis or dexterity issues, or maybe you just have weak hands and you're one of those that's always asking somebody to open the jar, These clip and unclip. All day long I can air this. I never chip well, I do chip nails, but it's not because of Clip Fresh. I never chip a nail. Your manicures will remain beautiful. Things like our blueberries, our strawberries that I swear cost an arm and a leg. It's like fruits and vegetables, even if you buy organic, are so expensive. When you get it home, you'll feel the weight, don't you think? Once you sort of touch it, you're like, oh, I get it, why it's so much better.
Dishwasher safe?
Totally dishwasher safe. These are safe for the microwave, right? Because they're BPA free.
But you want to make sure to vent it.
I would vent it for sure because they are airtight. So if you've got leftovers, either don't use the lid or just keep the lid ajar, right? Yeah, you don't want to have the lid solid.
Because again, some of the other ones, you understand they can go in because they're not airtight.
They're not airtight.
This is airtight.
That's right.
What separates this, and truly, the clips are easy.
Easy. I mean, right? Alice's nails look great too. She's not going to break them, damage them. They're all easy to open, and I say
like
that
all the different ways. I can do it this way.
Yeah. And but don't you also like hearing the click?
Yes.
4 times you'll hear that click. You know, okay, it's fresh, it's fresh. You hear it, you feel it. It's not wondering, well, is the lid ajar? Have I placed it on appropriately? Is this going to spill all over my back seat? Let's say you're going to a summer barbecue or a birthday party. It's not going to spill on the back seat. Nothing's going to leak out. This is a whole loaf of bread in our 17 cup. These are both 17 cups. They're just different like sizes, which I love that we're doing the variety of sizes. A whole loaf of bread. Most people store their bread in the refrigerator. That's not the right place to store your bread. Your bread should either be stored room temp in an airtight seal or freezer. And you can do both of these in the freezer, refrigerator, dishwasher safe, microwave safe. So it is a set that will replace all of the others in your home. And when you get it home, you'll get as weirdly excited as we do about food storage because I mean,
you know what? Once you have those little bugs,
it's all over. The pantry bugs.
Oh my God, those things are a nightmare.
And they're disgusting.
So put all your dry goods in here. Get it home and put it right in here. I love that it's kind of translucent, so you can see
right through it.
But it's still, because it has just almost like a little bit of a smoky effect to it, then it kind of gives it just a very nice look. I'm going to go back over. You've got to see the configuration.
And it's super classy looking.
This is exclusive to us. Nobody else has this configuration. These things are amazing. Storage matters, and you know your storage. If it looks bad, if it's stained, if it's not airtight, if it's not watertight, then it's not really storing it effectively and efficiently. And this is the way that you're going to be able to do it. You could steal a couple of pieces out for your lunchbox.
Yes.
I mean,
make a little lunch kit to do your sandwiches.
A couple of these things for Adriana's lunchbox, it was just like.
It's probably the price you're paying for 34 pieces.
I'm not kidding.
It really is.
And if you've shopped for that, then you know. But look at all we're going to give you today. We're going to give you small ones. We're going to give you medium. We're going to give you slightly larger than small ones, okay? We're going to give you every size and shape that you can possibly imagine. Here are your round ones, even like a little bit taller round one. Maybe you want to put some celery sticks and carrot sticks there if you're like trying to get in bikini shape for the summer, which of course there is no hope for some of us. And then if you want to put your pasta, look how perfect this is for pasta. There are so many different ways that you will use this, but this replaces everything. You are finished. Wipe out everything else. Everything else goes in the trash, and you're going to have beautiful, really very easy to use storage that is going to work so nicely for you. Okay, teal, green, red available. Use that flex payment, less than $10 on your credit card today. There's that pasta.
Okay, so these are my lasagna noodles or the whole pasta right at the top there. Remember, every piece airtight, watertight. Before we run, I'm going to open my cell phone. We have been on air 11 minutes, 22 seconds. Not a drip, not a drop on my phone.
Perfect.
Totally perfect.
I know. Another sigh of relief.
I know, it really is. It takes all the pressure away.
Listen, stay in the ordering process for this, but we have the air fryer coming up next.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Computers, printers, cameras, fitness equipment, and even jewelry can be covered with a plan that offers repair or replacement should a failure occur. And portable electronics have accidental damage from handling, which covers unintentional mishaps like everyday drops, spills, and cracked screens. It's easy to add when you are checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
Who knew a little little piece of plastic could be so much fun. Now, when you apply for the HSN card, instantly get $10 off. It's all about you. Extra flex on the things you love. Now, when you use your HSN card, you get extra flex all day, every day on all jewelry, beauty, and fashion purchases. Plus, no interest VIP financing, VIP easy returns, exclusive offers, all with no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or search HSN card at hsn.com.
Discover the newest way to create a style all your own. The HSN Style Edit, a curated look at the season's best, most original finds for every part of your life. We decode the trends, share tips and how-tos, and give you the inspiration you need to style it your way. It's the joy of the hunt and the thrill of the find. Your unique style is here. Discover it now, exclusively at hsn.com.
It's Project Central around here. With just a little imagination, some of this, a bit of that. The possibilities are endless. Whether you're just getting started or you know your way around a glue gun, we have the supplies and ideas to help get it done. Say YES to DIY at HSN.
Our favorite foods, right? But we want to look good because somebody's getting in a swimsuit. It's not going to be me.
Not yet.
Somebody
Not yet.
is. But if I were, I still want to look good, you know? And this is the way to do it. Air frying. If you've never heard of it, just please sit tight because Philips is the innovator when it comes to air frying. They brought it to this country. We brought it here at HSN. We were the first, I think, to introduce the Philips air fryer to this country. And here's why you're gonna love this one. It is sleeker than ever before, yet same capacity. And this means, what am I gonna be able to do? Fry with 0 oil if I want to. Be able to look at the crisp and the crunch on that. You still get the crispiness.
Yes, you do.
You still get the crunchiness. It cooks even faster, but we're gonna do this today, only today, at the lowest price we've ever done. Look at this, $60 off. I'm so excited. $60 off, $139.95, 5 flex payments of $27.99. And Stephanie, when it comes to air frying, I mean, Philips sets the bar, and they don't set the bar here. They set the bar way up here with air fryers.
Absolutely. This is the original air fryer. The technology came from Philips. It's been replicated, but that is a compliment in our world because, again, it's being replicated, but it isn't being duplicated. You need TurboStar to have the best air frying experience, and that is what we are getting from Philips. What that means is the hot air is circulating around the food, not just around, but up, down, and all around. Because think about it, food is three-dimensional. So you don't just want air spinning around in a circle, you want it to touch or kiss, as we like to say, all edges of the food, because that's how we get the golden brown, crispy, crunchy that we love.
I know.
Of our French fries, of our chicken strips, because here's the deal with the concept of air frying. This is food we like to eat. Chicken wings, food we like to eat. I just put chicken breasts in here. No oil, but food we like to eat because we like the crisp, we like the crunch. Normally, how do we get crisp and crunch? This is how we do it. We get it with a big old jug of oil. That's how we think of fried food. You know you don't want this in your body, you don't want to cook with it, you don't like the way it tastes. So air frying virtually eliminates this from the equation. Everything I am making has 1 tablespoon or less of oil. That is it. And so far, with the chicken wings, with the breaded chicken, not 1 drop of oil. I might toss my veggies in a tablespoon just because I like a little of that olive oil flavor. I like to get some extra crisp and crunch. But you're essentially making a decision between this or this for your family. And all you have to do with me is mention the word bathing suit, and I think, yep, it's pretty much time to get rid of the jug of oil.
Right. All I think of is, oh my gosh, no. Here's the thing. When it comes to air frying, with these potatoes.
Yep.
Right? Because, you know, French fries start out as potatoes. They start out as a vegetable before everybody curses them as being, you know, the bane of our existence. So how much oil did you add?
Absolutely 0.
0.
0 added oil.
So here's the thing. Look up the calories in a potato And then come back and try these, because I'm gonna tell you, these taste as good as any French fries I have had. They are delicious, they are crunchy, they are brown, they have 0 added fat and calories because you didn't have to drop them in that vat of oil. It's so much better. But here's the best part. It tastes so good. You taste the potato instead of tasting the oil. And a lot of times that oil tastes stale and it tastes yucky from some of these places. Why in the world would you do that? And then the calories in this is now a vegetable. Again,
it is an acceptable one.
An accepted, celebrated vegetable that I can dunk in a little bit of ketchup.
Yes, you can. 80% fewer calories with every fried food that you air fry versus oil fry. 80% fewer fat and calories. I mean, if someone said to you, you can have the food that you love to eat with 80% fewer fat and calories and it'll taste exactly the same. Who wouldn't do it, right?
Wait. If somebody said to you, it's an 80% off sale. Now, how good is that? You're paying 20%, right?
Now you've got my number.
Right, exactly. I mean, that is incredible. 80% off?
Exactly. So it's not just fried foods, too. We can also do things like lay some vegetables on the bottom. This is where I might use a tablespoon of oil on my Brussels sprouts just so I can get a crispy crunch on them. Put some flank steak on top. If I were to do this in the oven, we are talking an hour to roast Brussels sprouts, and then I'd have to add the flank steak on top. In the Philips air fryer, 12 minutes, and I will be good to go. Because of the circulating hot air, everything I cook in my oven, I can cook right here on the air fryer. And everything I cook cooks more quickly. Things like cheese sticks. Again, I don't have to dip them in a vat of oil to get the ooey gooey cheesy results that I love. I can get that from the air fryer. What do I like about cheese sticks? I like the way the cheese melts perfectly evenly on every single side. I've got that crispy, crunchy exterior, and I've got the perfect melted cheese. Now, if I do this in the oven, first of all, why do I want to heat up that huge oven just to make a batch of cheese sticks? I don't, so I can do that in the air fryer. But second of all, when you do these in the oven, they come out flat, because what happens is half of it sticks to the sheet, the cheese goes out the middle. In here, I've got the circulation that gives me the crisp and the crunch without the oil and the perfect ooey gooey melted cheese.
Oh, and this is the perfect day to do it. We have a this day only price of $139.95. And this is the sleeker model. Now it's more compact than ever, but you still get the same great capacity. In fact, I'm just gonna walk down here so you can see. Look at that nice big basket. It does come out, by the way, so it's really, really easy for you to be able to take it out, to clean it and everything else. Simple and easy to clean, all of it, as a matter of fact. I use mine constantly. We're gonna include for you a recipe book. You get 4 color choices, which is the purple, the red, we have the white, and then we also have it in the black. One thing you may wanna add, we do have a cookbook. I like the air fryer cookbook, and I use it constantly, and I like it because of the times. It not only gives you some great ideas, but it really gives you the timing, because things do cook faster in the air fryer, and that's why it's one of the great advantages of it. But for me, 80% off when it comes to fat and calories, I mean, you know, that's the time you get to really enjoy your wings or enjoy your French fries rather than feeling guilty about it. And here are the features that make this so unique, because when it comes to Philips, like you said, Philips started this.
Absolutely. It did certainly start us with Turbo Star. Here's the difference. Here is why Philips is the air fryer to go to rather than an imitator. If you don't have Turbo Star, you have air that spins around in a circle. It doesn't get up and down all edges of the food, so basically it means one side of your food will be crispy, the other side won't be. You have to turn your food over as it cooks because the air doesn't get there otherwise. The shape of the Turbo Star pan is what sets Philips apart. We started out with the competition having a flat pan, then Philips came out with the Starfish. This is the original air fryer. Now it has been made even better into Turbo Star with even better air circulation. You can take a look at the actual baking dish in the pan, and you can see the Turbo Star shape. What you see right here is what's different than every other air fryer on the market, and it makes the difference. Yes, you will see a lower priced air fryer here or there, but you're not gonna see Turbo Star. And without it, you simply don't get the crisping. Now, I have put put what is going to be a grilled cheese sandwich into my mesh basket. You can see how the air circulates around all edges of my food because it's got that mesh bottom. All I did was brush this lightly with some olive oil. No butter on the bread, no buttering a pan because I'm not even going to use a pan. Now I'm going to let TurboStar circulate that air around the grilled cheese. I set my timer for 5 minutes. I have complete time control. And by the way, when it's done, not only does it tell me it's done, but the heat shuts off. So that if we're not standing right here, that's okay. It will stop cooking, so I'm never burning anything. This is set it and forget it. I also have temperature control. So when I do things like grilled cheese, I do dial it down just a bit because I like my bread a little bit on the lighter side. But you also have temperature control, so that there is nothing you can't bake.
What's on the top?
Well, you get a little bit of a cheat sheet there that tells you suggested temperatures and times for certain items like chicken, like fish, if you're baking, if you're doing your frozen fries.
Yeah.
It also comes with a great full color recipe book. But again, if you just want a quick go-to reference on what to do, there you have it. Now, I love to bring out the salmon and the cauliflower because I will never forget the day, and gosh, it's been years. I can't even believe how long we've been talking about how great the Philips air fryer is, where I served up salmon and cauliflower, and you sort of whispered to me, no, I don't do cauliflower.
I don't
That's literally what you said, I don't do cauliflower.
There are 5 foods I don't eat, and cauliflower is one of them. She's passing me the cauliflower.
I'm like, no, try it. I was totally bullying her. You must try it. You will like it. And so she took a very tentative bite, and I'm sure you were scared because it had this nutty brown look to it. This is roasted cauliflower. This takes an hour to do in the oven with my spices caramelizing on the top, and it almost literally gets like an oaky flavor. It is heavenly. Because of the reason a lot of people don't like cauliflower is because it kind of has that, you know, texture issue going. We've removed the texture issue and we have made it crispy and crunchy and heavenly.
Delish.
Add a piece of salmon. I will pass it to you. Add a piece of salmon on top. This is a 15-minute weeknight dinner that I had to do absolutely nothing in terms of monitoring, in terms of babysitting.
It being crunchy.
The crispy crunchies. It is such a wonderful way to roast vegetables because I do have people say to me, well, I don't eat a lot of fried foods.
That's not cauliflower.
See, I know. I still got her years later. If fried foods are not something you eat and crave, you use this for everything else as well. This virtually has replaced me turning on my oven. Why do I want to turn on my oven to roast a small pan of vegetables? That's an hour in the oven, not to mention the energy. We're heading into the heart of summer here. Anytime I don't have to turn on my oven is a bonus to me. So you are able to not use your oven for anything because you can do it right in the air fryer. And then when you do want fried foods,
the capacity of that.
That's 2 pounds. 2 pounds of buffalo shrimp on the way.
And is it going to, do I need to turn it or is it going to cook everything evenly?
It cooks everything whether I have 6 shrimp in here or whether I have 60 shrimp in there
so even
every single time.
I don't have to like keep stopping. And by the way, you can stop it. You know, anytime you just want to turn it, just turn it to 0 and it stops.
It'll stop,
so
but here's the bottom line. You don't have to stop it. This is the difference with TurboStar. TurboStar circulates the air every which way for you. If you don't have TurboStar, the air goes like this. So what do you have to do? You have to stop. You have to stir
mix it up.
You have to flip it. We set it, we forget it. Absolutely every piece of food in every one of these machines I am paying no attention to now. We come back, it'll be crispy, crunchy on every edge. This makes weeknight dinners when you are busy and just trying to get good, healthy food on the table the easiest thing possible. And it isn't just freezer food. I mean, I took bacon-wrapped pork tenderloin. You can get these ready to go in many butchers, and sometimes I buy the ones without bacon even. You know, I just like the crisp and the crunch, and of course I like a little extra bacon
of course
flavor.
I love the bacon.
Who doesn't love the bacon? But then we put it on top of fingerling potatoes and some shallots. So I mean, this is a great
look at the color you get with
comfort.
This. Look at how they roast in there. I mean, they really do. It is absolutely
look at the color of this shallot. And I have never liked shallots until I had them roasted because I needed that extra flavor dimension. So again, I could do this in my oven. It's going to take an hour. I do not want to run my oven for an hour right now. It messes up the whole air conditioning circulation of the house, you know, because then the kitchen heats up and the air kicks on and you're just paying paying for everything more than you need to. Don't heat up your oven. Do it right here in the air fryer. The bottom line is that is 20 minutes. I never once have to look at it. The circulating heat does the work. Oh, and look at the inside of that pork. Pork tenderloin is infamous for drying out in the oven.
Juicy.
It is perfect because, again, that circulating hot air is sealing in the moisture where I want it, yet crisping the outside. So each and every piece, even as I get down to the skinnier end, is just as juicy as the other. This is a perfect meal.
Okay, let me give you a quick update. Final 5 dozen if you want it in the black, okay? So the black is about to sell out. So last call on the black right now. We still have the purple, the white, and the red, a little bit more quantity in that. But we'd love to hear from you if you own the air fryer, which we have. I remember, I think I was the very first person to offer it when it was brought into this country, and we debuted it right here on HSN. If you have been using it, let us know what you use it for. Let us know how you like it. Let us know how it cooks, okay? Ding, my favorite noise, because it means that something else is going to be ready. This cooks beautifully. But now your veggies are veggies. They're not dropped in this vat of fat that you will be wearing for months and months, because you know what? Why is it that it goes on so fast and it comes off so slowly? I don't know. But this is what convinced me. This was my test. I did a side-by-side test with meatballs with my daughter.
I love this story.
And you know, I'm Italian. I mean, I've got the Nonna who took all day to cook the meatballs. So I did the meatballs, fried half of them in olive oil, fried half of them in the air fryer. My daughter preferred the air fryer. And you know what? It was so clear. The meatballs were still so brown, but they weren't soggy. They didn't have all this oil oozing out of them. So you can taste the cheese and the parsley and the garlic and everything else that was in them, rather than tasting the olive oil. So why not eat healthier? Why not do things that are better in terms of energy savings, and look at all the fat
and look at what
saving.
I'm pouring off. So not only do we air fry the meatballs and we still get that crispy edge. This is the reason Nona's frying them in olive oil, right? She wants this crispy edge. But I can get that with air. Even better, I can take my Turbo Star baking pan and I can pour off the extra oil and fat that is then cooked out. I pan fry these. Not only am I adding oil, this is soaking right back into my meatball. Now I can enjoy the flavor of my meatball, the crispiness of the outer edge, and I'm reducing fat and calories by pouring it off. As soon as you start draining foods from the air fryer, you realize what you are eliminating from your diet. You can have a meatball. Just get the fat out of it.
Right, make them out of turkey if you want to make it even healthier.
Absolutely.
But here's the beauty of it. Your vegetables, your French fries have as many calories as a potato has. Now look up how many calories a potato has as opposed to an oil-fried French fry. And you will be astonished. You will be horrified, actually. It's kind of like, oh my God.
Yes, no,
how can this make such a big difference? But you will love the way that everything tastes, because you taste it rather than tasting the oil. Rather than doing that, just do something that's simple, healthy, but it's better. It tastes better. And that's what I think why air fryers have become so insanely popular. But this is the Philips that you're looking at. As we prepared across almost 3,000 ordered in the last couple of days. This day only, this is the lowest price that we have done ever. Even when it was a today's special, this is the lowest price ever. And what did you just shake up? Did you make granola?
No, I've made roasted corn so that we can make roasted corn salsa. Put some lime juice on this. I usually add some avocado as well. Again, you bring this to a summer party and people think, oh, you spent all that time roasting corn on the grill, taking it off the cob. Don't tell them. You buy a bag of frozen corn, pop it in the air fryer with some salt and pepper, and you have the most amazing homemade either summer salad or dip for your chips. Did you see the amount of shrimp, asparagus, and tomatoes?
Look at the capacity of this.
That I poured out. That is dinner for 4 easily on a bed of rice with a little bit of a wine sauce. Right now, if you have not tried the asparagus that are in season for spring, they are so tender and so amazing. 15 minutes in the air fryer. Asparagus, tomatoes, and shrimp, a little bit of fresh herb, put a little bit of wine in there so it steams in that liquid. Again, I don't have to do this on the stovetop and monitor it every second. Let the air fryer do the work. That circulating hot air does a better job steaming my vegetables and my seafood than if I was on the stovetop, because on the stovetop, it just sits there in the steamer. The difference is TurboStar, it cooks everything better. Better than any other air fryer on the market and better than I can in my oven. This is the Philips difference. It is the way the air circulates around the food. With TurboStar, that air goes up, down, and around all edges of my food so that the air does the crisping. If I don't have TurboStar, literally the air kind of goes in a circle, very one-dimensional, if you will, around the food. Food is three-dimensional. It has lots of nooks and crannies and edges. Each and every one we want to be crispy, crunchy, and wonderful. That's what TurboStar does. You'll see other air fryers on the market. You'll see that they're cheaper. Why are they cheaper? Because they don't have TurboStar. But that also means your food isn't crisp on all the edges, and you're going to have to do the work. You're going to have to turn the food. You're going to have to stop and fluff it so that it gets crisp in the middle. Here's what I did. I made grilled cheese, and I didn't do a darn thing. I brushed this with olive oil. Oh, this is perfect to me. I like them a little light and golden brown.
My perfect.
Look at the gooey cheese.
Wow.
And what did I do to make this happen? I put it in the air fryer, and I walked away. The circulating hot air from TurboStar made the cheese melt picture perfect and gave me, I'm going to play with my food for a minute here.
You're going to have to lick your fingers after that one, and I'm going to have one.
You can have one of the untouched pieces.
Right there. Look at that.
That is just one of the many things that come out picture perfect each and every time. We talked about also grilled chicken and fried chicken. I love it when she can't talk because she's eating so much happy food. Fried chicken without a drop of oil. I admit, I love a fried chicken salad. Kind of defeats the purpose though, doesn't it? When you're eating healthy veggies and then putting your chicken on it, which is full of oil and fat and calories. Here is fried chicken with 80% less fat and calories. Look at the color there. Look at that gorgeous golden brown. There is not one drop of oil in this. Not a one. All I did was dredge it in some panko with an egg wash, as I would just if I were going to fry it, and then instead of dropping it in a vat of oil, I put it in my Philips air fryer and let the air do the circulating. And I'm going to cut that up for you because you won't miss that oil.
Because I've never seen you do this before. I've never seen it without a drop of oil. But I got to tell you, if you just buy it for the grilled cheese, that is money well spent.
We hear that from a lot of hosts. That makes me laugh.
What I recommend, some of you may want to use olive oil. There's you can buy that butter spray.
Sure, or the misters.
Yeah, like the mister.
Absolutely.
And just put a little bit of butter on it, and it's so little that it's good. But it
has a little flavor. You can add it for flavor.
But look at this.
You don't need it for crunch.
Look at how flaky this is. It is absolutely so beautiful and crispy. I mean, that's what it's all about, okay? It's just having that ability to have the crunch. You want the crunch. We crave the crunch.
Exactly. So get the crunch on your chicken. It's lunchtime. Put a chicken in the air fryer. You can go.
I'm just gonna.
You're just gonna finger it. That's okay. Grab it with your fingers. You can have a chicken breast fried and crunchy and crispy with no oil on a bed of greens in 10 minutes. It makes lunch easier. It makes your eating choices better.
It's delicious.
And I love that. That is my go-to for lunch.
What herbs are in there?
That is just a seasoned panko. Off the store shelf, as easy as can be. Yeah, we did not make it fancy, just an egg wash with some seasoned panko. But when you are ready to make a more involved dinner, it doesn't have to be involved when you do it in the air fryer. I've got crispy, crunchy Brussels sprouts ready to go here. And guess what? If I did these in the oven, they would be there for an hour. This was 12 minutes in the air fryer.
12 minutes versus an hour.
Versus an hour. And think about the energy you're saving and not heating up your kitchen. But the most important part is, again, I've got, I love the steak. Look at the gorgeous crispy crunch of the outside of the flank. The circulating hot air did this. I didn't have to pan fry this in oil. I didn't have to sear it in oil, but I am still getting the ultimate in the juiciness, the crustiness, everything I'd want. And guess how much attention I paid to this while I was cooking? Absolutely none. Yes, we set it and we forget it. And that is a go-to. And you know what? There's always French fries.
And I mean, really?
Whatever you make.
I'm eating straight potato. There is nothing on this except maybe a little salt. Did you put a little salt on it?
You know what? I don't even think there's any salt on it. Nope, I did absolutely nothing for you.
This is amazing.
And the thing about air frying is you may get it because you love your French fries and chicken tenders and you want that crispy, crunchy. But when you start to look up and down all the different things we can do, you will use it every meal of the day.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love our price today, only today, $139.95. Lowest price we have ever been able to bring you, so do not miss this. Oh, if you want it in the black, do we have any left in the black, Mr. Rocky? Actually, the black is now completely sold out, but we still have the red, the white, and the, what was the other color? Purple. And by the way, we do have the protection plan available for that as well, if you'd like to inquire about that. It's a great way to protect all your purchases here at HSN. Now, we also have that additional cookbook. If you really want some inspiration, then there it is. I like it because it gives you the cooking times. For me, I think that was the most important part because it does cook differently than a traditional oven. So quick, crispy, and delicious 150 air fryer recipes. And the price on that is $28.50, item 567110. And we have a hot item that we want to share with you. From the one and only Rhonda Shear, it's the Bra. We have a 3-pack with the lace inset. You have a choice of either the neutral, we have the primary pack, and we have the pastel if you want something a little bit more romantic perhaps. Introductory priced at $49.95. If you want to check out our other hot items, then go to hsn.com. In that little key thing, what's it called? The key search. Yeah, thank you. In that little key thing, then just type in hot items and you're gonna pull up a whole bunch of goodies that are gonna tempt you. So definitely if you get a chance, do that. But right now, we have something special for you because we have the perfect way for you to get all your grilling done and never break a sweat, never worry. Here comes our today's special. Never break a sweat because you never have to walk outside to grill ever again. This is the Philips Indoor Smokeless Grill. You are going to get perfect results because this is going to control the temperature in a perfect way. What you're seeing right there is infrared technology that is cooking up to, what, 450 degrees. So you're getting that super high heat. But the way that this is designed means that the smoke is greatly reduced to the point of 80% less than other indoor grills. So now you can have your grill and enjoy it too and get everything cooked perfectly. It's a tremendous amount of cooking space on it, surface space, and we're gonna do it at a price that has never been done, not just here at HSN, it's never been done absolutely anywhere in the country, $199.95. In fact, if you go to their website, just go to the website and you will feel really good about the price we're gonna give you today. $199.95, you have 5 months to pay for it if you wanna put it on flex payment, and we have free shipping and handling. You can look at that grill and Stephanie, know the heat that is emanating from that infrared technology. That is super hot heat, but it's even heat edge to edge.
Exactly, and you know what I love about it? The heat is right where you want it, down on the grates and in the grill, not rising above, not heating up my kitchen. I'm able to move my hand just above my cooking surface. That is nothing I would ever do on a traditional grill. All right, I have to tell you, because my family always makes fun of me for this, this is my favorite hour ever, because the 2 items that I cook with nonstop in my kitchen are the air fryer and the smokeless grill. And between those 2 items, there is nothing you can't do, and you do it so perfectly well. So the Philips Smokeless Grill is designed so that every little tiny corner of this cooking surface, from edge to edge, all the way across, from middle to corners, is exactly the same 446-degree temperature, which means absolutely everything I do comes out picture perfect. I don't have to worry about hot spots. I don't have to worry about flare-ups because I'm not cooking with fire. I'm not cooking with propane. I'm not worried about charcoal. This is infrared heating. That is the first part of this technology that makes this so special. But what Philips goes on to do to make this smokeless is truly ingenious, and why it is a fabulous addition to your kitchen. Here's my infrared technology. It is especially reflected up to the cooking surface. So it's 446 degrees. There's no guessing. There's no will my burger be charred on one side and cold in the middle. Nope, it is going to be perfect every single time. This makes me look like a grill master. And I gotta tell you, I have never in my whole life been any good at grilling until now. Now the bottom I love. This is a stay cool tray, which means as I'm cooking my steaks, my burgers, my wings, and you know, the natural fats and juices drip down, it hits a cool surface. What does that mean? It's not gonna smoke. It's not landing on the hot coals and sending a plume of smoke into my food, into my face, and ruining everything. So that I can grill absolutely everything right here on my countertop in my house. Nothing smokes from this cool tray. And when you don't have smoke, you also don't have odor. So that I can do the fish, I can do the bacon.
So to get the smokeless technology, I don't have to do anything.
No, you do absolutely nothing. It's made to be hot where you want it hot, right there on the cooking grate, and cool where you want it cool, which would be underneath so that I don't have the smoke coming out. But what it also does is makes a perfect steak and a perfect burger, and a perfect everything each and every time. Look at the evenness of the grill marks, the caramelization. This is what you get with the perfect cooking temperature. Again, I do this outside, and I get a little bit of a flare-up. Suddenly one end of my steak is burnt, it's black, and that used to mean immediate rejection from my kids. Like, oh, I don't like the brown crunchy part.
What is it that Adriana cannot eat anything burnt? Like even like a little super brown, won't do it.
So it makes you nervous and not feeling skilled because obviously you can't control the environment of your cooking surface
you have
outside.
Flames lapping up, and you have the fat dripping down, and then it catches fire, and then you have a flare up, and then you have a problem.
So Phillips
and
has
how much
solved
did you
that.
spend? How much did you spend on those? I mean, literally on a couple of steaks, you could spend that flex payment right there, $39.99. You don't have to do anything anymore except plug this in. All you need is a plug to make this technology work. That's the beauty of it. And look at this. We have chicken breasts right here. Do you see any smoke? I mean,
not
anything?
A bit.
I'm not standing here coughing or gagging or stepping back. It is just incredible technology that enables you to now get true great results when it comes to grilling, because frankly, you know, you wait all year for the grilling season. It's here. Then you have the bugs, then you have the heat, and then you just have I don't want to be out there, you know, when everybody else is inside doing something fun or in the pool, but you can if you want to. If you have a plug outside, take this grill outside and make it your everyday grill. No worrying about propane, no worrying about charcoal, waiting for the coals to get just right. This is your perfect solution.
Take it to the RV, take it to the tailgate, take it with you on vacation.
I can even take this on the boat.
Absolutely you could. As long as you've got the electrical, you can do it. Okay, I saved you a little bite of chicken because here's the thing. When I told you my two favorite items are the air fryer and the grill, chicken is why. If I want crispy chicken, I air fry it. When I want grill marks and a marinade, I get it on the Phillips grill. And it's okay to just do it for me because it's no big deal to plug this in and cook. So when I want the perfect piece of grilled chicken on a salad and the kids want something else, I get out the grill, I grill my one piece of chicken. When I've got family over, I can grill 8 burgers. I can grill 20 hot dogs. You don't have to worry about Mother Nature ruining your party. The party goes on.
A little bit of rosemary in there?
Yeah, you like that? I'm telling you. Salmon, another one of my go-tos. I do not do this on outdoor grills because inevitably, salmon has a fair amount of natural fat in it. That goes right down into the flames and fires up. What happens when you put salmon flesh down on a regular grill? It immediately sticks. It immediately sears here because this is, again, what Phillips is doing to make us successful in the kitchen. This is the most amazing nonstick cooking surface. The top, the underside, and in between. So for starters, that makes the cooking experience absolutely amazing. I never, ever, ever have to worry about anything sticking, be it salmon, be it fruits, be it cheese. It all comes right off with the perfect cooking condition. But it also makes it easy as can be to clean. I'm gonna pull off some burgers in a minute here, and they're gonna leave a big old mess. No big deal. When that big old mess happens on my outdoor grill, what do you have to do? You have to burn it off. You have to scrub it off. You have to use steel wool, and my husband has like a robot device that crawls all around the grill. I don't want a robot to have to clean anything, you know? Let's just do this. So Phillips is making it easy.
I love that you can just lift this off too. Look at this. Because now, if it does, as soon as it gets cooked, you just take it right off of there. You could have something on the table, put it
serve right from it.
Serve it right from your grill rack. How cool would that be?
And do you see what I'm putting on here? I'm putting on some broccolini and some zucchini slices. Asparagus is another one of my go-tos. Notice how nothing is dropping through. Phillips made these grates just a little bit smaller than most traditional grills. What a huge difference. Now I can do those little veggies so easily. I used to dread veggies on the outdoor grill because you always had to come up with the tray, and then you had to carry it out there, and they'd usually fall off, and then you lose them in the fire. This is so low maintenance. I don't need other pieces and parts. I do it all right here on the top. As Alice pointed out, I can actually grab this and move it if I want to. 446 degrees is my high, and I do have a low setting so that once this fish is done, if it's not quite time to sit down yet, I can turn it down to the warming setting and it will stop cooking. None of that, I remember growing up with the charcoal grills, try to move the burger over to the side because it was cooked, but yet something else wasn't, but if you didn't move it far enough, then you overcooked it. You know, this takes the guesswork out. It is perfect every single time.
It does, and these are the features that make this so amazing. When it comes to grills, you know, there's a whole lot of grills, but a lot of them do not get hot enough so that you can really get that sear.
Exactly.
Infrared technology.
And 446 degrees. Phillips determined that that is the temperature to get the best sear on our food. So that is why the infrared controls that. It's not going to be too hot one day and too cold the next. It's going to be picture perfect every single time. I have the constant heat, which means it's also consistent heat from corner to corner to corner. Every time the burger cooks the same, every time I can utilize every little corner. So I've got 4 of these stacked on half the grill. I stacked 8 hot dogs on the other side, but I can do 8 burgers. I can do 18 hot dogs, I believe is our record when we put them all in there. And you can plop cheese on there too. It doesn't even matter what goes on here because we're going to be able to wipe it off. So let me show you how easy.
But here's the thing. I mean, when you're talking about you can do all that capacity, would you ever fire up a gas grill or a charcoal grill to do 1 burger or to do 1 hot dog? No, you wouldn't do all that. Would you ever plug this in and turn it on to do 1 burger?
I do it all the time.
Absolutely.
Just for me, because I'm worth it.
Absolutely. Because all you do is you just turn a little switch here. It's simple. It's easy. It doesn't matter if you're cooking for 1 or if you're cooking for 8 or if you're cooking for 16. It doesn't matter. It will do it.
It'll do it. And here's why I don't mind turning it on and cooking for 1. All I had to do to clean it was wipe it clean. Both sides. First of all, look at me grabbing this. This is just coming off high heat. Stay cool handles. Yeah. I can grab it. I can wipe it right off. Non-stick on both sides. Even in between the grates is non-stick. So if I want to get it extra clean, I just stick that little rag in there and I'm good to go. You can do meal after meal with simply a wipe down. But if you want to put in the dishwasher, dishwasher safe, no problem. The Stay Cool tray, dishwasher safe, no problem. But what don't you see? I just pulled off the juiciest burgers possible. All sorts of fat and grease draining down here. And what are we not having? Not 1 bit of smoke. Not 1 bit. 80% less than any other smokeless grill out there.
Right.
I tried cast iron grilling for a while. I lived in a condo. I couldn't have an outdoor grill. Quite honestly, I don't like outdoor grilling. And the cast iron was an unmitigated disaster. I mean, burgers, oh, they cooked, they seared, but the smoke, the haze, the smell, the smoke alarm, the crying kids, I mean, it's just a mess.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. We have 6. We have 6 grills completely full right here, right now. And look at how the studio is virtually smoke-free. It's amazing that you're able to do this now inside without setting off the smoke detector every time you want a piece of meat that has a sear on it. Now you're able to do it, and look at how simple and easy this is going to be. Yeah, a little piece of cheese just slid between that. No
yeah, and you know
problem.
what? I'm going to show you something.
No problem.
Number 1, you can grab it, and number 2, look at this. Look, if you actually need to, you can go right down on in there, because guess what? It's not. It's not fire. You know, so that if I decide to put them in the vertical way to test physics, which was always intelligent of me, you can go right in there and grab it. So I literally am putting delicate cheese on a 446-degree grill with watermelon, because I'm going to get a sear here that's going to just really bring the sugars up to the top, and it's so amazingly sweet and wonderful. And this is a halloumi cheese, which will hold together on my grill, but yet it'll get kind of a nutty exterior. When I tell you there's nothing this can't handle for the non-stick, cheese and fruit, 2 of the best things to test it with.
Now, what is the surface area?
The surface area here is, that is a 10-inch by 18 inch, so that cooking area, so that my overall grill, what this will take up footprint-wise is 14.5 by 21.5.
Okay.
So big enough, but not cumbersome. Honestly, if it's a day when I'm not using it, it sits on the bottom of my cabinet, and I might put a pan on top. I like its flatness, because if you need to stack, you can stack. But it's got a nice low profile. Here's what else I like. When you get it home, you take it out of the box, and you plug it in. Assembly over. No bolts, no screws, no 12 pages of instruction. That is my favorite memory of the last outdoor grill, was amusingly watching my husband try to put it together. He didn't think it was funny.
We will miss that moment of entertainment,
We will,
of course.
you know, there's that.
But we can live without it. You may not want to live without the cookbook that we're offering as well. And this is done by Char Grill. Char Grill has done a great cookbook. Of course, they're kings when it comes to the grills. And you have all the, look at this. I don't even know how many recipes this is, but it is a bunch, and beautiful pictures so that you can really see it before you prepare it. So we have this available for you as well if you want to add that into your order. Oh, I think I've missed the cleanup here, Stephanie.
Oh, you don't want to miss the cleanup.
Did I blink?
I just pulled off bacon and sausage, and I'm already clean. And yes, I just said bacon. Bacon off a grill. Okay, that would be a disaster outdoors. We all understand the fats and grease and the fire it would cause, and the char you'd end up with. Not with this. I cooked that fat off. It drained into my Stay Cool pan, and because that's a Stay Cool pan, smokeless. Smokeless bacon cooking. It's virtually unheard of, but it works every single time with the Phillips grill. And by the way, smokeless cooking equals odorless cooking, so that my whole house isn't gonna smell like shrimp kebab. My whole house doesn't smell like bacon, but I have the perfect crisp and crunch. I will tell you, bacon on the grill, absolutely phenomenal.
Well, look how crispy that is. That looks beautiful. And you didn't have to mess up your entire oven for it, you know, because that stuff pops all over the place. You want wings? Don't go outside. It's supposed to rain every day this week here in Florida. That, and we have love bugs.
Oh, the bugs are
nasty. Ever heard of those? Those things are crazy, and they swarm, and they're all over the place. Who's going to go outside and grill then? Don't be dictated to. Don't let Mother Nature tell you what to do.
Exactly.
You want to grill? You grill. You grill inside. You can grill inside because you have that smokeless grill now. Up to 80% less smoke. It's really, really incredible the way you're able to do that. And look at adding the sauce while it's on the grill.
Right there on the very hot grill.
Which is, of course, what you want to do because it caramelizes it, right?
This is how I want my sauce to go. But what did I not get? A single flare-up. What are we not doing? We are standing in an inside studio. We are not smoked out at all. Totally smokeless on the bottom because of that cool tray. Allows you to sauce up to your heart's delight. I think things like the chicken and all of that so much better. I love saucing. But, you know, typically it makes such a mess outside that we stopped doing it in my family. We'd bring them in, you know, as we call them, naked, without the sauce, and just brush it on afterward. But so much better when you do it on the grill. And again, you look at this surface and think, all right, she's made a pretty royal mess there. No big deal. I'm going to be able to take nothing but a wet towel and wipe it right down. If I want to wait for it to cool a second, rinse it in the sink, pop it in the dishwasher. But we don't worry about the mess because of the non-stick. I have never met an outdoor grilling surface that cleans up like this. Each and every time, give it a scrub, the bulk of it comes off, I can put it in the dishwasher, I can rinse it in the sink, I'm good to go. That wing mess, not a big concern to me.
And even on the flip side.
Absolutely, both sides equally non-stick, so that I can certainly
love that part.
Do that. You love, I know, isn't that make it so much easier? Because so many products are not non-stick on both sides.
No.
Phillips is not cutting any corners. They want this to be an easy and pleasant situation to work with. I do want to show you what happens on the bottom layer though. So this is the Stay Cool tray. I just cooked it for 146 degrees. I'm holding this in my bare hand. Because this is cool, it doesn't smoke, we don't have the odor. And here's the proof, because my hands would obviously be burning. Here is what I cooked off of my wings. We know there's a layer of fat under chicken skin, so that if you cook them on the stovetop or fry them up in the pan, this reabsorbs right back into the food. Even if you do it in the oven, you're not draining this off. This is why we like grilling. We can drain off some of that goo when we cook, but it's not landing in the fire, it's not gunking up my grill, and because this is smokeless, it's also not stinking up my house. I love the technology.
And it is the best value that it has ever been absolutely anywhere, including even on Philip's website. Check it out, and you will come back and you'll go, oh my God, this is the most spectacular deal. Only today do you get this deal. And if you want to, you can add in our Protection Plus as well. We have that available. Protect your grill. We know it's an investment that you're going to be using a lot. So you know what? It's very inexpensive to add in that Protection Plus. Ask about it. I like the fact that it's no deductibles, which is kind of a nice thing. So check that out, and check out what Stephanie is serving up. Now, I've never seen bananas on a grill.
I know. So this is our take on Bananas Foster. We've put some brown sugar on the bananas. We've caramelized them just for a couple of minutes. We let that sugar get a good sear on it. And oh, if you love the old-fashioned slow method of Bananas Foster, you got to try it grilled. Here's one thing that my Bananas Foster doesn't have: piles and piles of butter. That's really nothing to feel bad about. Well, all right, maybe till I hit it up with all the whipped cream. But really, I mean, it's a banana with a little bit of brown sugar. If you wanted to stop right there, you would have a very, very healthy treat. But instead, I'm able to make this a gourmet dessert, and it's so easy to work with. You will get out your grill to do something like just dessert. Whether it's wings or dessert or breakfast brunch with Monte Cristos, we have done so many different levels of great tasting food, and each and every one turns out picture perfect.
Including grilled watermelon if you want to just go straight healthy.
Exactly.
You're going to love using this grill. You're going to love the results of it. You're going to love the fact that you don't get smoked out. And today, only at that great value. Stephanie, fun. Don't forget about the air fryer, too. Those are the big two. Callie is up next with Anthony.
Years ago, a shining star fashion designer named Anthony showed up at our doors at HSN.